Guys, what's going on? I hope you guys are well. Hope you guys are staying safe. Hope everything's good wherever you are. Um, slowly recovering. Slowly getting better. And hopefully, I get over this and we get back to normality. I feel like it's been dragging for a bit of it's been dragging for a while now, and I've been saying the same things in all the videos that I'm doing, but slowly my speech, you probably notice it's a little bit slower, a bit more slurred in my speech. Things I've noticed is that when I'm eating, the food don't taste the same. When I'm smelling fresh air, that fresh air don't smell the same. And I feel like my mind's a little slower. My speech is a bit slow. Um, but hopefully these things will recover over time. And just a little bit down. But yeah, boxing is something that gets me excited. Boxing is something that gets me, as you guys know, I love boxing, and speaking to you, talking to you makes me feel good, and that's why I want to start doing the lives again. I just haven't got the concentration at this particular point to do the lives. So hence why when I'm back to normal, I'll definitely go back to doing lives without question, because I love doing them. But what I wanted to talk about in this video is Tyson Fury, and everybody hailing Tyson Fury as the greatest heavyweight of this era, saying that Fury is the best there is, saying Tyson Fury is the greatest heavyweight of today. Tyson Fury will be every heavyweight of this era. Tyson Fury is, up there with Muhammad Ali, he's up there with Larry Holmes, he's up there with the greatest heavyweights of, the yesteryear, the great heavyweights of the past. Do I think it's a little premature? Do I think it's right to put Tyson Fury? I do think Tyson Fury is an incredible fighter. He's an incredible fighter. The guy's 6'9", 270 something pounds. Punches, got good punching power. His versatility, can fight on the back foot, fight on the front foot. He can lean on you. He can wear you down. Very smart fighter. He's got a good chin. Good recovery skill. He recovers so well. The guy's a complete fighter. He's a proper fighting machine, Tyson Fury. I've got so much respect for him. Such a great fighter. His stamina is great as well for a guy that's flabby and comes across not in aesthetically great shape. He's got such great stamina. What a fight. Tyson Fury, I know he doesn't come across like a Mike Tyson where he destroys you, but this guy's a ultimate fighting machine. Fury, he's a proper fighting man, and he's by far right now, for me, he's the best right now. Like, when I look at it, although he hasn't fought everybody, for me, I think he's the best heavyweight out there. However, everyone hailing him the best of this era, is it premature? I believe so. And I believe that what we're doing right now is what is wrong with boxing. Is the fact that people are making their mind up about someone being the best without them even having to fight everybody. So Tyson Fury, there's another guy in Oleksandr Usyk who's got 3 belts, and Tyson Fury hasn't fought him, hasn't beat him. So why are we hailing Tyson Fury the best when there's another guy with 3 belts that Tyson Fury hasn't fought? And I like I said, I think Tyson Fury, for me, wins that fight. But I wouldn't be surprised if Usyk wins, because Usyk's a great fighter, and you guys know how highly I rate Oleksandr Usyk. I just feel like we shouldn't be hailing someone the best of this era when this era is not completed, when this era is not finished, when there's still many challenges out there for Tyson Fury. Styles make fights, and Tyson Fury's beaten two great fighters in Klitschko and Wilder, but there's other great fighters out there that have different styles, that cause different problems, that have different attributes that will cause Fury trouble. And in my opinion, Fury overcomes them, but the problem is we haven't seen it. And I don't think we should be hailing anybody the best of this era until somebody has proven it conclusively. And I don't think Tyson Fury's done that, because there's many challenges out there. There's many great fighters out there for Tyson Fury to fight. Like I said, Anthony Joshua, even though I think he knocks Joshua out, that's irrelevant on what I think and what I feel, what my opinion is. It's irrelevant. My opinion doesn't really matter, because I also believe that Wilder in the second fight would knock Fury out, and I was wrong. So my opinion is irrelevant about what I feel. I want to see it. And Joshua brings different problems to a ring than Wilder does. Usyk brings different problems to a ring for Fury than Wilder does. So I want to see those fights before I can conclusively say that Fury's the best heavyweight in the world. I still think there's many challenges and many great fights out there for Fury. And I just think that the problem is with, the boxing public. I think we crown somebody king without, like, even in the welterweight division, like some people have crowned Crawford king or Spence king. They haven't fought each other. And I feel like we shouldn't be crowning anyone king or saying he's the best and he's the best if they haven't fought each other. And Fury hasn't fought Oleksandr Usyk and Anthony Joshua. Now, I believe he beats both those guys by knockout. I think Usyk, he may be too big, too strong, and he may lean on him and just wear him down. But Usyk may outbox Fury, who knows? I believe Tyson Fury would knock Anthony Joshua out. I think he'd do the same thing what he did to Wilder. I think he'd lean on him. I think he'd tire him. I think he'd put all his weight on him. But Anthony Joshua has a lot more to his arsenal. So when Fury's coming in like that, Anthony Joshua could hit him with an uppercut. Could hit him with a left hook. Could hit him with a right hand. Could hit him with fast combat. Because Wilder's not a combination puncher. He's more a single shot guy. Whereas Joshua's a more combination puncher. So when Fury's coming in, Joshua could hit him with a couple of shots. Now, I think I feel like Fury's got a very good chin, and he'd recover, and then he'll tire and wear. I think he'd wear Joshua down. I think he has the punching power to hurt Joshua as well, but I think he'd wear Anthony Joshua down. But again, Joshua has the kind of punching power, the fast hands to really cause Tyson Fury trouble. So it makes it not an easy fight, but a fight where, in my opinion, Fury wins. But I want to see it. I don't just want to crown somebody king without him having beaten everyone of this era. I don't feel Fury's beaten everyone of this era. He's beaten Vladimir Klitschko and Wilder. But I want to see him fight Joshua. I want to see him fight Dillian Whyte. I want to see him fight Usyk. I want to see him fight Andy Ruiz. There's so many guys. Like, if you look at Muhammad Ali, look how many great fighters he fought. Ken Norton, Shavers, Foreman, Frazier, Liston. These are like all-time greats. Even like towards the end of his career, fought Larry Holmes. I know he lost that fight, but, you look at his resume. It's unbelievable. But Fury's got a very limited resume where he's fought two top guys, but we need to see him in there against more great fighters like, or Ruiz, White, Usyk, Joshua. And I personally think he beats all of them. But again, you need to see him in, and he needs to go and improve that. Just because I feel that he's going to beat those guys doesn't mean that he will. Like I said, I felt Wilder would beat Fury the first time. The second time, Wilder lost. So at the end of the day, what I feel is irrelevant, or what you feel is irrelevant. We need to see it. There were still many people that thought Wilder would win this third fight. He almost did, but he didn't. Fury won. So at the end of the day, people have their opinions, but we need to see these fights. And I just think the boxing public crowning Tyson Fury king and saying he's the best heavyweight in the world is wrong, because you're basically saying crowning Fury the best of this generation without him having to prove it against everyone. You know, Lennox Lewis beat everyone of his era, hence why he was the best of his era. Muhammad Ali beat majority of the guys of his era, hence why he was the best of his era. And his resume is unbelievable. You know, Mike Tyson doesn't seem to get the credit that he got because people don't think he has the resume. But he was still a great heavyweight. Fury has got 2 great wins. And I believe, you know, he's got the beating of some of the other great fighters of this era. And people seem to think that it's a weak heavyweight division. But if Fury can get another 3 names on his resume, 3 or 4 more names on his resume, his name should be mentioned in the same breath as Ali, Larry Holmes, and those guys. But I think it's a bit premature at this point because there's only 2 names on his resume to say that he's one of the greatest heavyweights. He's a great heavyweight, no doubt about it. But I still feel there's more for him to do. And it feels like he's had such a long career because the Wilder fights have been so... It's been so long. It's been like he's had so many fights with Wilder where we forgot that there's other guys for Fury to fight out there. Because you'd say he's only really beat 2 elite heavyweights, and that's Klitschko and Wilder. But there's so many other guys out there that would give Fury a good fight. So yeah, let's see how it all pans out. Let's see how it all plays out. But yeah, I believe Tyson Fury knocks out Usyk and Anthony Joshua. What do you guys think? Do you think Usyk and Joshua beat him? Leave your thoughts in the comment section below. I'd love to know your opinion, guys. And guys, remember to please like, share, and subscribe to my channel. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.